Hello and welcome to another episode of RozelleTV. Today I'm with Nick Tyrone from QuitWithNick. I love that name, by the way. It's just
catchy,
a cracking name for a business. But before we go there and before we discuss your business, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, a little bit about your background?
Sure. Well, I grew up in Wollongong,
Yes.
in the south coast, I guess you could call it, Illawarra. I loved it there, but then, as a lot of people who do grow up in Wollongong, what they do to find work is then migrate to Sydney. So
Yes,
that's
indeed.
what I did.
Indeed.
Right after uni, I travelled the world for about 3 years. I saw about 30 countries in that period of time.
Oh wow,
So
fantastic.
I've got a bit of a thing for travel.
Yeah.
And then came back and got into sales roles, but then did a bit of a U-turn back into the therapy, which was my background. I did psychology at uni.
Oh, did you? Oh,
yeah,
right, okay.
yeah. So I always had a bit of an interest in, I guess, personal development. And it's from
Right.
someone who I met who was in the real estate industry at the time, actually.
Oh, there you go.
And he not only had a franchise of real estate offices, but was also had a training company, was a speaker, an author, and so he really opened me up to personal development.
Oh, right, okay.
So I was only young at the time, but
Yeah.
he kind of really put me on the path. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and that sounds like there was a bit of a connection, almost like with a
Absolutely.
passion in your life then, was
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I guess he might have seen something in me that I didn't see at the time.
Right.
And he kind of took me under his wing, and then from there I really started to get interested in finding out about my own self, my processes, and hence
yeah.
psychology was a good fit at uni, and
Right.
then I did the 4 years at uni because I was
Wow,
interested
okay.
in it.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
Not so much because at the time I didn't think I was going to be a psychologist or anything, but I just found it really interesting.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was, I realised you can't really go wrong if you just follow your excitement and follow what you're interested in.
your passion.
You know?
Yeah.
So I found it really easy to continue to study. But then when I went overseas, it wasn't really an option to start a career in therapy while I was a backpacker. So
Indeed, yeah.
I did customer service.
Well, you could have been
roles,
doing
sales.
backpack, counselling the side of the
Yeah,
road.
true,
or
I could
at the
have.
hostel. I'm
Probably
sure
wouldn't
it
have
would
paid very much though.
Probably not, even though the need was there, it wouldn't have paid.
The need was definitely there, but it definitely wasn't paying. It wasn't fun. It wasn't going to fund my travel.
Tell me, what were the standout countries?
Africa and the Middle East.
Yeah?
Yeah, I loved East Africa. I went to Uganda, saw the gorillas in Uganda. That was
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
Zanzibar, where Freddie Mercury was born. Not a lot of
Okay.
people know
Yes,
that.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
And the Middle East I loved. I've got a thing with Egypt. I
Yes.
can't even explain it. But when I was there, it had almost an eerie coming home feel. I just I don't know, it kind of felt like I might have even been there in a past life or something. I don't know. It was quite amazing. Yeah, I love Egypt and the Middle East. Yeah, I like adventure travel, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. Very good. Tell me a little bit about QuitWithNick.
So, I'm a hypnotherapist and an NLP practitioner. So, what I get a real buzz from is helping people break through barriers that are holding them back, and these barriers are generally really apparent to someone. They're really in their face. So, smokers, for instance,
Yes, it's a big one, isn't it?
I started off specialising in helping people quit smoking, hence the name QuitWithNick.
It's a great name. Yes, love it. Yes.
So it kind of came to me in a moment of brilliance in the shower. A lot of ideas come to you in the shower, right?
Indeed,
You're
indeed.
just thinking away, and oh gee, lightning bolt just came, QuitWithNick. I help people quit smoking. That's one of the things I do. But the other things that I help people with are controlled eating. That's probably the second biggest thing I help people with, which inevitably then leads on to weight loss.
Right.
I've seen people to stop eating chocolate.
Yes,
Sugar is
yes.
becoming a really big problem.
It is,
in
isn't
our
it? It's a
society.
massive problem.
I just read an article the other day saying there was this study that they're actually showing how sugar has become more addictive than intravenous cocaine use. And I was like, whoa, it kind of blew me away, but
Yes.
because it's in almost everything.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yes, indeed.
And I've seen people that drink 2 litres of soft drink, and a day, and I've helped in one session they're able to quit.
Oh, wow.
Just to change the way they relate to that particular item. In one session, you can really help someone feel less compelled by the item.
Okay.
You know? I'll share with you quickly how that can happen, because people find it really amazing how can you end something in such a short period of time? But NLP is Neuro Linguistic Programming, and it's about the way we. It happens in an instant, but when information comes in from your senses, you've got a type of internal programming that then you don't know you're implementing, but it leads to behaviour. Right. So one of the reasons why people feel compelled towards chocolate or burgers or something is because they have an internal representation that makes it very compelling to them. Yes, indeed. So one simple thing that I do, and your viewers can even use this, if you've got, say, a chocolate or junk food addiction, say, one thing you can do is actually get up an image of it, because your unconscious mind very much communicates in imagery. Yes. And what I do in a session is I jumble up that imagery a little bit. Say, for instance, if you had a chocolate thing, and I say, bring up an image of that, and tell me, is it black and white or colour, the image? Right. Is it near or far? Is it big or small? Is it bright? Is it focused or fuzzy? Often the internal representation is very compelling. It's colour, it's big, it's right there, it's really focused. And so just by saying to someone, right, I want you to make that image black and white. Right. Take out the colour. Yes. Make the image, push it out a bit, so it's not here, but it's out there. Yes. Make it small and fuzzy and blurry. Yes. So you're actually changing the internal. So it's kind of changing your relationship to the image. Absolutely. Yes. And then when people open their eyes, and I ask them a random question to just get their mind focused on something else for a split second, or what car do you drive? And then I say, so now tell me about chocolate. What do you notice? And people will run this program and they go, actually, it's a bit different. Like, I'm not. It's not as compelling. Yes, you know, so people feel more control. Yes. That's just a simple thing you can do. Okay. You know, make it black and white, fuzzy, draw it out, make it small, shove it somewhere. Yes. Like, because usually people, when I say, oh, where's the image when it's compelling? Oh, it's right here. Right. People are often very specific with where it is. And I go, well, just shove it over there. Right. Sometimes just the simple movement of the image, just like, oh, it's different now that it's there and not there. This is just, it fascinates me how these little things can make a really big change for someone. That makes perfect sense to me. Yeah. So tell me now, you're also running workshops for this? Yeah. You do this locally here? That's right, yeah. I lived in Roselle, Balmain area for about 5 years, so I'm still working in the area, by appointment. I now live in the Blue Mountains, but I do come down a few days a week to help clients. And one of the things I'm always doing in my business is asking myself, how can I better serve? How can I make the transition for someone from smoker to non-smoker easier? Because people need support on that. It's a journey. And I thought, well, I'll do some free workshops. Okay. And it ticked. I like win-win-win-win situations, right? So I thought, well, the first win is that I love speaking, I love getting in front of people and sharing with them tips and things like I did just now. And I love doing that. I want to speak in the future. Also, it's a really good way for people who might not be really ready to quit now, but they know they will at some point, and chances are they know they'll need help. So, well, I'll go along and listen to a 1 hour workshop from someone who does know the mindset of a smoker. I used to smoke, so I know the mindset of it, and I've seen almost 1,000 clients in the last 6 years. So you start to see similar patterns after a while. So the workshop is about giving people the mindset, a whole bunch of tips and techniques they can try on their own. It's got nothing to do with hypnosis. It's just techniques, tips, psychology, mindset. It's the mindset of achieving a goal, basically. So tell me, with mindset, it's clearly I'm taking that it's very difficult to give something unless you're in the right mindset. But some people, I think, struggle with thinking that they don't have the right mindset. So I'm taking some of these workshops, they know, like the client knows that they want to actually get to that mindset, and I think maybe those steps kind of helps them along the way. Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. I mean, no matter what you're wanting to achieve, and whether you achieve a goal or not, it's the result of you having run a pattern of thinking.
Yes.
The way I once heard a really good quote, the way you do anything is the way you do everything.
Right, okay.
And that was really,
yeah.
and so if you're wanting to make a change, you need to do something different.
Yes.
Another
yes.
quote, if you want to change something in your life, you've got to change things in your life.
Right,
And
yes.
people often might not know how to make that change or the thinking they need to acquire that change.
Yes.
And so that's part of what the workshop is about. And people can register for free online, quitforfree.com.au. People can go and reserve their seat. I hold them in Balmain, Western Sydney, and in the Blue Mountains where I live.
Right.
And I hold them here pretty regularly.
Okay.
In the Roselle Balmain area.
Fantastic. Well, look, I think we'll wrap it up there. Thank you so much, Nick, for coming in. And how will they get hold of you? What's the easiest way for somebody to get hold of you?
Either the website, quitwithnick.com.au, or if they want to register for the free workshop, quitforfree.com.au.
So there you have it, quitwithnick.com.au. Love it. Okay then, bye for now.